Somebody irritated me today. Somebody irritated me today, and I was having a conversation about investing, and they told me they couldn't afford to invest. They told me they couldn't afford to invest, and I told them, "You're full of it. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to me. You're making excuses. You're making excuses on why you can't create generational wealth for you and your family and your kids and their kids and their kids." So the point of this video, I'm going to prove any of you wrong who think you don't have the money to invest, you can't afford it. You know, you eating out, if you buying clothes, the sheens, you smoke, you drink, you take part in any luxury, you can afford to invest. You can afford to invest, and I'm gonna show you why you can. So don't tell me you can't, because I'm gonna show you you can, and I'm gonna show you it doesn't take a lot of money at all. I'm talking about the smallest amounts. So let's get into it. So you say, all right, man, check this out, man. I got $100. I got $100, so we're gonna start this. And check this out. This right here is SCHD. This is a dividend ETF. This is a dividend ETF that in its holdings, it has a lot of different companies to pay out dividends. What's a dividend? A dividend is a payment that a company pays out to you for holding shares in their company. So this is a dividend ETF. So you get dividends. This particular ETF pays out dividends every 3 months. Every 3 months, you get a dividend payment. So let's say, since people think they can't afford to invest, they don't have the money, they think they need all this money, yeah. Check this out. So $100 initial investment, and then you're gonna put in, let's say, $20 a month. $20 a month, because who can't afford $20 a month? Come on, man. $20 a month, man. You got Apple Music, you got your Hulu subscription, man. You can afford $20 a month. Don't tell me you can't afford $20 a month. $20 a month, $100. You put $100 in, $20 a month. Calculate. Let's check it out. See, so starting balance $100. Got you 4 shares. The share price $27. You know, by the end of you're gonna get your dividend, $26, 26 cents a share. Annual dividend. It's gonna be $10. In the year off for $350. We're gonna reinvest those dividends. We're gonna do the drip method. We're gonna reinvest those dividends. Now you got $350. Now you got 13 shares. And let me tell you something about this. You getting a 4 play, a 4x on your money. So you're investing. It's growing from your contributions. Compounding interest is doing this thing. I talked about compounding interest in Motion 101 episode 4. You got compounding interest doing this thing. You got your dividends. You're doing a drip method. You're going to reinvest those dividends, and then you got the share price going up in value. So you got your money 4xing, four things working in your favor. You put money in, compounding interest, price of the shares raising in value, and we reinvesting them dividends. And as I showed you, just $100. This is if you put $100 in today and $20 a month. $20 a month, 30 years. You see it's growing over a year. You reinvest in the dividends. Look what it is in 30 years. $124,000 over here, because we reinvest in dividends. This is what it would be if you didn't reinvest the dividends, but we reinvest the dividends. You see that? 124,000. And tell me this, dividend, how much we get in dividends? Annually, we're getting $12,488 in dividends. $12,488 in dividends. You feel me? Check this out. Let's say you say, man, I ain't even got $100 right now. I got 20 though. I got 20 on it. Let's do this. You got 20? I bet. You got 20. You're going to put in $20 a month. Well, say you don't even want to make that commitment. You're going to put $5 a month in that thing. Got $5 a month, 30 years. Let's look at it. That thing still come out to $30,768. $3,093 annual dividend payments. And this is what you're doing absolutely the minimum. Absolutely the minimum. Check this out. Because we know what's coming up. Tax return season. You get them tax returns. You get them tax returns. Say, you say, I want to set it and forget it. I'm going to put $1,000 in that thing. I'm going to put $1,000 in that thing, B. And I'm going to put in $25 a month. I'm going to put in $25 a month because I made the decision to invest. You know? Check this out. Let me show you what we're looking at. What's that? 206,158. Annual dividends, 20,000. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? All right. Let's go back up here. Let's say start with that 100, that same 1,000. But you this time, you say, I'm gonna be more disciplined. I'm picking up what you putting down. I've been playing. I'm gonna sacrifice. You know, I'm gonna pick up some extra shifts. I'm gonna pass on a couple of pair of shoes. I'm gonna pass on going out some bottles, this and that. I'm gonna put in $100 a month. Calculate. Check me out. What's that? Ooh, $650,238. You can't invest? You can't invest? You can't invest? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. Them numbers don't lie. You ain't never seen that much money in your life. You ain't never seen that much money in your life. Annual dividend, $65,000. Some of y'all don't even make that a year. And look what it started with, $1,000 or $100 a month, 30 years. You feel me? Let's say you want to go big dog status. You're gonna put in 250. You really finna go crazy. Calculate. 1.5. You didn't touch the M, a big one, M&M. 1.5. Them dividends, 6 figs, 154,000. You can't invest though. You can't invest. You can't make the sacrifice. You can't make the sacrifice. Come on, man. We talking about 250 a month. Talking about 250 a month. You can do that. You can do that. Come on, man. You can do that. And if you can't build up to it, I done showed you. Look, you put $100 in, and then you put in. Let's say you put in $50 a month. 30 years. Big boy, still 301. 301, you see it? 301, an annual dividend, 30,343. You getting that just because your money's sitting. You getting paid for having them shares. This the power of investing. This the power of compounded interest. This the power of investing your money in investment vehicles instead of letting your money ride in a savings account, losing it to inflation. Letting the banks invest it for you. You feel me? Check this out. Let's say you like, all right, man, tax season coming up. I'm digging it. I'm feeling you. I'm with it. I'm locked in. I'm gonna put in 2,500. I'm putting in 2,500, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I got kids. I got bills. You know, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make the sacrifice. I'm putting in $100 a month. 30 years. 737. 74,000 annually dividends. A lot of people don't even make that a year. You getting that every year just because the money's sitting there. Easy. You can't invest? You ain't getting no tax money? I know a lot of y'all getting that tax money. Let's check this out. Let's say you put in 2,500, you don't do nothing. You don't never put in another dime. You just put that in, and that's it. You still sitting at 145,000. Still getting 14,620 annual dividends. You can't afford to invest? You can't afford. Who you lying to? Because you ain't lying to me. You ain't lying to me. I know better. And now you know better. You can't lie to me. Tell me you ain't got the money to invest. You ain't got enough. I'm showing you. Check this out. Let's say you don't even want to spend that much of your tax money. You put in 500, man. Put in 500. You're gonna put in $25 a month. You know, $25 a month is crazy. You're still doing the minimum. But let's rock with it. $525 a month. 177,000. 17,803 on that annual dividend. Let me tell you something. Some people work 60 years, 70 years, and retire with nothing. They retire with nothing, and they have to work till the day they die. Help me help you. Help me help you. Stop wasting the information I'm giving you and pick up the game, apply it. Apply it. And let me tell you something else. You can do this for you can start doing this for your kids the day they born. Get that social security, trade them an account, boom. Boom. You know? A real man leave an inheritance for his kids. Life insurance policies. This. Matching your 401k. Opening up an HSA, especially if you're young. You ain't going to the doctor. Open you up an HSA. You can invest that money. I'm trying to get y'all the game. I'm trying to get y'all the game and take all the excuses off the table. You feel me? Let's say, all right, I'm tired of playing, man. I got $1,000 I've been saving. You know, I ain't never invested. I'm gonna put $1,000 in, and I'm gonna be disciplined, man. I'm gonna put $250 a month in. I'm gonna put $250 a month, and I'm gonna let that thing sit. What I'm gonna have, B? That's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have 1.5, 154,000 annual dividends. You're making 6 figures a year. That money just sitting. You feel me? Check this out. Or you can really make the sacrifice. You can really go crazy. You can really go crazy. Up that thing to 300. Put that 30 to 300. 30 years. Or let's say you like, man, I'm a little older. I ain't got 30 years. All right. I'm a little older. I'm further up in my career. I'm making some money. I can afford to put in $500 a month. I can afford to put in $500 a month. And I'm a little older, so we're gonna drop that thing down to 15 years. Let me tell you, you started later in the game, but the best time to start is today. You good. You started a little later, so you're going to lose some of the benefits of compounded interest, but you're still going to get 15 years of that good compound interest, 15 years of that good price appreciation on the shares, 15 years of you putting money in, 15 years of, dripping them dividends, reinvesting that thing. So look, let me show you what you're going to have. 259,000 in 15 years. Making 15,708 in dividends. That's good. That's good. On top of your 401k that you've been stacking up. That's good. That's good. Don't let nobody tell you what ain't. That's good. You feel me? Let's say you 50 years old, man. You know you're doing well for yourself. You got a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. And you like, all right, I'm gonna put in 25,000. Put in 25,000, and I'm gonna invest $1,000 a month. My house paid off, my car paid off, and I'm trying to see what that thing do in 10 years. Let's see, 297,311. See what I'm saying? 297,311. That's good money. That's good money. How many of y'all been working for 10 years and don't got that to show for it in your bank account? How many of y'all got that to show for it? 297,000. How many of y'all hadn't even made that in 15, 20 years? You see what I'm saying? This is the point I'm trying to make. It don't take a lot of money to invest. It don't take a lot of money to get started. And once you get started, you start small, like I showed you in the beginning. You start small. Once you see that account building up, you're going to want to put in more. I'm telling you. You're going to want to put in more. You're going to start putting in more. And that thing going to start snowballing and compounding and compounding and compounding. The amount going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You're going to see that numbers and you're going to be like, God. Let me show you this play. One more thing before we get out of here. Let me show you this play. Because it's what I was showing my moms the other day. It's my plan. I want to leave an inheritance for my kids. I'm talking about passing down real generational wealth. So check this out. $1,000 initial investment. Put in $300 a month. And I'll do this. I can dedicate myself to this for 30 years. I'll be 30 years. I'll be 59 years old. By the time I'm 59, that would have turned into 1.8 million. Making almost $200,000 in annual dividends. You see what I'm saying? So check this out. Now, I'm done putting money in it. It's grown. What's that? 1834450. 1834. Tripping. 1834450. And I ain't gonna put nothing else in it. I paid my dues. I did my due diligence. I did my part. I sacrificed for 30 years and put that thing up. Not for me, but for the generations after me. And I'm gonna put this in a trust. And I'm gonna put it to where nobody can touch it. And my kids ain't tripping because I did the same thing in their own individual accounts. They growing money too. They got their own money. This ain't for y'all. This ain't for y'all. This for y'all kids and they kids and they kids. Let's check this out. It's gonna sit for another 30 years. It'll be here. Matter of fact, we're gonna let it sit for 40 years. Another 40 years. It's gonna be here long after I'm gone. My kids probably gonna be in their 30s or something like that. Peep this. What's that amount turned into, B? Hold on, that thing ain't calculated. All right, let me see. Ooh, look at that. So y'all don't think I'm in balance? In balance. Remember, when I say I saved it up to this, by the time I'm 59, 40 years after that, all the same stuff we talked about. Remember, no extra investment for me or anybody else. I did the investing for 30 years. Now we just letting compounding interest do its thing. Them dividends gonna keep getting reinvested, and them shares gonna keep going up. Remember, 1 year, 40 years, we let that thing sit for not my kids, but they kids and they kids. What we talking about? Now, I ain't the smartest one on the block, but that's a 785 million, don't it? We talking about real generational wealth, huh? What's the annual dividend payments? Talking about every year, 109 million? It's generational wealth. How long did it take to build that? Me 30 years to put it in, another 40. No, for my kids. 70 years of a seed that I sowed at the young old age of 29, thinking about my kids in the future, thinking about setting my family up, generational wealth, so my kids running around here looking like the Kardashians. 70 years. 70 years down the line. I could still be alive. 70 years down the line. I'm talking about 785 M's. M&M's, big ones. That's baseball money. See what I'm saying? That more money than Elon got right now in 70 years. Off of $1,000 initial investment, put $300 in, 30 years, 30 years sacrifice, $300 a month. I spend that on some shoes. I spend that on a shirt, a pair of jeans. This the game we talking about. This what we talking about right here, man. It's a mindset thing. We ain't thinking small, man. We thinking up here. And it ain't just about me. It's about my kids and they kids and they kids. And when they look back, they gonna be like, man, they see all that money and you talking about getting what? Make sure I ain't tripping. We talking about getting $109 million a year in dividend payments. Whole family good. They like, man, they better have a statue of me somewhere. They better have a statue of me somewhere. The biggest. We talking about the biggest. The biggest. It all started with this. And relatively sacrificing a small amount of money. Stuff that I blow. I won't even think about it no more. So don't tell me you can't invest. Don't irritate me. Don't irritate me because I showed you the smallest amounts. Don't irritate me. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to yourself. You can't lie to me. I know better. Stop lying. Start today. Take advantage of the compounding interest. Start today. Start today. I showed you $100. I showed you $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month, $20 a month, $100 initial investment, $10, $20 initial. Come on, man, stop playing. You ain't got to be rich for this game. It don't take a lot of money. You know what it take? It take discipline. It take discipline and sacrifice. Investing is not an option. It's mandatory. Set the bar high for yourself, man. Stop bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. You know, if you want somebody to talk soft to you, it ain't me. It ain't me. You gonna get the tough love. Stop bullshitting. Handle your business. You know? Because if you got kids, your kids don't deserve for you to be fucking around. If you want kids, they don't deserve it. Got a wife, husband, grandkids, do better. Stop bullshitting. Invest. Start now. You know? You not investing is not gonna hurt nobody but you and the people that come after you. You want to be a burden when you die, or do you want to be a blessing? You know? You want to leave bills and generational wealth. Tell you one thing, the white people leaving generational wealth. They leaving houses, they leaving property, they leaving land, they leaving assets. You know, when black people die, what do they leave? Bills, debt, you know. Shout out to the ones that don't. But most of them, they leaving that. Ain't even got no money to pay for the funeral. You know? You talking about my grandkids, kids, seeing more money than I could ever imagine. Off of what? 30 years of $1,000 investment today and $300 a month? Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? This should be a no-brainer. Stop bullshitting. Start your kids some brokerage accounts. All you need is Social Security and their name, their date of birth. Easy. Start today. It don't take a lot of money. Stop making excuses. Stop telling yourself you ain't got the money. Find a way. Find a way. You want to be broke for the rest of your life on a corporate plantation working till you die. Your kids going to do the same thing and their kids going to do the same thing. Or you could change that today. Stop playing. Stop playing. It's 2025. Let's get to some money. Let's get to some money. And this is a message brought to you by me. You know, stop lying. You say you can't invest. If I hear somebody else say they can't invest, I'm going to snap. I'm going to crash out because you're lying. You're lying. And if somebody tell you, oh, I can't afford to invest, investing ain't for me, pull this up. Pull this up. Dripcalc.com. SCHD dividend snowball calculator. Type that in on Google. They tell you they can't invest, show them this. This apply to investing, period. You know, compounding interest. The eighth wonder of the world. That's what Albert Einstein said. Time is your best friend in this game. That's why you got to start today. But I'll see you on the next one. Stop bullshitting. Invest today. Start today. Right now. Type in Emotion 101. How to invest. I'm not going to beg you, but I want you to get the game. I want you to get the game.